Emily, I just want to confirm a couple of things here, because I see you put libel, didn't you? I'm just checking this. You put RE libel protest. I just want to confirm, yeah, that you're about to write an article where you're quoting Hope Not Hate, yeah? You're using Hope Not Hate as your source of information. And as I've asked you, what research you've done into Hope Not Hate?
I'm not using them as the source. I'm using all the publicly available reporting of.
You say in your question it's argued by Hope Not Hate.
Yeah, they have made one point, and you've now made your point, and I'll report both.
But you report both. So as I'll ask you again, you don't think that you should, as I've said, I've made a film. It shows that Hope Not Hate have paid people tens of thousands of pounds to lie about me. It shows that Hope Not Hate have sexually assaulted people and blackmailed them. It shows all this with covert recordings. Hope Not Hate are listed by the Swedish government as a far left extremist organisation. Yeah. Just to confirm, this is who you're using as to quote against me. Do you not think you should watch the film as a journalist, so you've got a fair, balanced opinion before you use them as a legitimate source to criticise someone? Because if you're aware,
about you before I speak to you.
Yeah, I think you should research everything before you talk about someone. If I was making an accusation against someone, I think, and someone who that I'm making an accusation against tells you that they've got evidence that they're fraudulent, yeah, and that they lie, and that they pay people, yes, a fair journalist would research both sides before they do a hit piece in a national newspaper. So, it's The Guardian. But what I'm saying is, I just want you to be aware, before you quote Hope Not Hate, that I am giving you the information. I'm going to send you the documentary so you can understand who that group are and what they've done to my life and my family. And it's all covertly recorded. It's all proved there. There's witnesses after witnesses of covert recordings. They spent tens of thousands of pounds. They get drugs. Yeah. This is the organisation. They're a George Soros funded organisation whose job it is to destroy and attack anyone who speaks out against status quo. So I just wanted to confirm that you haven't watched that. And I'd like you to watch that before you use them and quote them. And the other point, just to confirm, you're about to write the allegation about the Attorney General wanting to send me to prison for 2 years. Just to confirm again, you haven't researched the film. You haven't watched the film. But they're going to.
I'm sorry. This is completely. I'm reporting what is fact, which is that the Attorney General has written to you, over this contempt of court.
Yes.
I'm not going to be going into huge amounts of detail over that case, because I'm ultimately writing about the fact that you're back on Twitter and you're at the front of a protest that happened on Saturday.
Okay, but as a journalist again, I faced 2 years in prison for creating a film. This is something that as a journalist you should care about. The film is 100% factually correct. The fact that I can get 2 years in prison without a jury, yeah, from an elected judge should not even be possible, but it is. So if you are going to report that a journalist is about to be in prison for 2 years, are you going to report it's for making a film? Are you going to report it's for making a film called Silenced? And don't you think it's a bit ignorant of yourself if you're about to write this big article if you haven't even watched the film to understand why they want to send me to jail?
Look, I'm very happy to look into it further for another piece, but it's a small amount of context in a piece about what happened yesterday. Okay,
and just to confirm before you write your article, the other piece of context is you say you're covering my return to Twitter. I led a crowd down Whitehall and into Chinatown and then jumped in a cab before things started to hide with the police, yeah? So you have watched the footage. If you've seen the footage of me there the entire time, you've seen that I was calm, collective, reasonable, polite, and I didn't lead a crowd. I simply observed the 2 minute silence and then went home, yeah? So I left and got in the first available taxi that I could get. That's what I done. And just so when you're writing it, just to confirm that you also have seen the videos of me before any of this demonstration where I called for calmness, respect and non-violence.
Yeah.
So how do you think, because I've just watched the media, I'm not saying you're going to do this, I'll see when your article comes out, but what do the media have continually acted like I stoked up this place and I stoked up all this trouble when I actually done the total opposite. Yeah, everything I said was the total opposite to what they're saying. So you saying here that
you're encouraging people to go on Saturday, weren't you?
I was encouraging people to go. Yeah, so was Telegraph journalists. So was Douglas Murray. So was loads of people were. Many journalists were as well. What they were saying, why they were going. What's the difference?
But listen, if I'm going to, I want the chance to go through everything you're saying and make sure it's reflected in the piece.
Okay.
I don't have much time to write because that's the nature of daily journalism.
It is said. Can I read this? It is said that you lit the fuse for clashes with police and wound people up. Who says that? When it says it is said, who says that? Who said that I lit the fuse? You're a journalist, you've investigated this, you've seen my videos beforehand, you've seen my action the whole day. Do you think that fits into the criteria of litting the fuse for clashes with police? Bearing in mind you've watched what I've said and you've seen my behaviour. Do you think that fits into the criteria of litting the fuse for clashes with police?
I think you encouraged people to go and you probably knew very well what they were, how they were likely to behave.
That is insane. What's that, a thought crime? So you think that by me encouraging people to go, you think that means I lit the fuse for clashes with police? Do you? Do you think that fits into that criteria? Bearing in mind what I said was I appealed for calm and respect and peacefulness. And my words were, if they want to have a demonstration about Palestine 2 miles away, let them have it. Yeah. So that's what I said. So how does any of that fit into the criteria of lighting the fuse for clashes with police? If you're going to be a fair journalist, how does that fit?
Okay, you've made your point. And look, I was putting to you the points that I felt you would want to respond to, and I'm grateful for the response, and I will reflect it in the piece. Okay. Okay,
but it says it's. Can I just ask one more time? It says
okay,
in your.
Also write the piece.
Okay, just one more question. You've said it is said that you lit the fuse for clash with police. Who said that? If it's said that I said that, who said that? Who is it you're quoting as saying that? Because obviously, if you write that, I may wish to sue someone. Yeah. So you say it is said that you lit the fuse for clashes with police. Who says that? Who is it you're quoting as saying that?
I believe that was Lowell who said that.
Nick Lowell, so Hope Not Hate. You 100% need to watch my expose documentary on them, which proves they're frauds, they lie, they pay, they sexually assault, and they blackmail. Before you use them as legitimate.
But that is a very, very serious allegations to make.
Well, you need to watch the documentary. It's all documented with witness and covert recordings to prove it all. Every bit of it's proven in the documentary. Watch it. Yeah? In fact, Nick Lowell admits it when I go and question him. He says, so what? He says, listen, I confront him and say, I've got recordings, I've got witness testimonies that you pay people, that you do this, and you line the media up like he's done with you. You line the media up and they're ready, and then you create the sources and they run your stories. And he says, yes, so what? Watch the documentary. Watch the documentary before you use them as a legitimate source of information to crucify someone in a national newspaper, because they're not legitimate and they're not a reliable source of information. And my documentary categorically proves that.
Okay, listen, by keeping me on the phone, you're stopping me.
I'll send you the documentary now, Emily, yeah?
Sure.
No problem. I look for, when is this in tomorrow's paper, yeah?
Should be.
Thank you.
I like it.
See you later.